Comrade Munango nemacomrades ese eZimbabwe matiregerera. Ini ndinoitwa Simba Chikanza. Ndini ndakaspenda 7 years ndichiinvestigata gold mafia. 4 of those years ndiri ndega. Pasina kana 1 munhu aindibatsira. Ndakazokontractwa neAl Jazeera muna 2019 ndisingade, because there was no one wekuZimbabwe who was willing to finance project yekufumura kubiwa kwewealth yemuZimbabwe neyemuAfrica. Iyi mari yachona ichizofinansa the rigging of elections and the overthrowing of elected governments in Africa. Right now, panyaya ya Trump na Elon Musk iyoyo, macomrade vakarwa hondo, maruza an opportunity yekuti muite tell the Zimbabwe story on the world stage without mentioning Mnangagwa, because Mnangagwa may not even be a factor in this. Because right now, Americans very determined more than ever. Zvichitangana iye Trump wacho kufumura munhu anonzi Elon Musk uyu. Wealth yake yakabva kupi? How on earth did he rise to become the world's richest man after arriving in America and started working illegally while a student, and had a huge suspicious startup which his own father Elon Musk has revealed in multiple interviews that the wealth was from Zimbabwe's stones, Zimbabwe's emeralds, that myself and Elon and my sons were able to smuggle out of Zimbabwe from an unregistered mine, which had to be unregistered, because if it was registered, the black people would have gone off, they would have got off with everything. And the father explains the audit trail of how Elon Musk was able to start a company in America while a student and rise to become the richest man in the world, financed by Zimbabwe stones, and while boasting about racial privilege over 20 years after independence. And so the fallout that has happened right now, which has made Donald Trump to want to expose Elon Musk, his strength, his wealth, is the biggest opportunity since the death of George Floyd. Another incident that also involved a white Zimbabwean pathologist in America who tried to cover up the murder of a black man in America. And a case that only became successful through statements made by the American black community and demonstrations that they launched across America, which our own war veterans. And I know some of you, Maneta, it was no Maneta, but kwangoda a few statements. Audit trail. Because right now, evidence yakufumugwa kwa America yakatangana na Biden. Ana Biden pavakatanga kuzvifumura kuti munhu uyu anofanira kudipotwa uyu. How did he become the richest man in the world? Panga pasati pana the Trump element. And panga pasati pana the Zimbabwe element. So right now, hakuna journalist anogona kutaura this story. Hakuna any journalist anogona kuiburitsa. Kunyatsoita narrate. The only people who can narrate the story are the primary complainants, the real complainants, the real affected. And it is our war veterans who are being given bicycles. Bicycles that they cannot even ride and they don't even need. So this is the biggest opportunity. Pakaita a complainant weku Zimbabwe. Elon Musk who are our war veterans. Momboita oma press conference asinga mention Mnangagwa, because Mnangagwa might not even be a factor. The real factor right now is white privilege. White supremacist privilege is Zaita Kuti, a man, a white South African who is not even Zimbabwean, fly into Zimbabwe and spend the last 30 years financing his sons to become the richest sons on earth, Afrikaners, who are now controlling and influencing US government policy and US law, imposing that on Africa. So the current developments in America, they are huge. But the problem is there are no complainants. The only complainants are Americans. There are no complainants from the country that was robbed by Elon Musk. So he could have a startup that no American child can have while they are a student. He had that startup while a student, financed by the stones that you war veterans fought for. This is an opportunity now. Yekuchitanga chimoto chechokwadi.
Ndizvo zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Munyika yedu muri kuitika zvinhu zvakawanda zvakasiyana siyana. Saka ndiri kuti semhuri yeZimbabwe ngatibatanei, ngatiisei musoro pamwe chete, tichinamatira nyika yedu kuti zvinhu zvifambe zvakanaka nekuti zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka. Isu Sekuruga Jones tinopinda munyika tichinotora nyaya semaitikira dzinenge dzaita touya nadzo kwamuri. Kana wanga usati wasubscribe ndiwo mukana wekuti usubscribe wotena on the notification bell kuitira kuti patinouya nenyaya ndiwe uchatanga kuiona. Usasaririre, garai muri pano pachannel yevanhu. Ino ichannel yenyu. Isu tinouya nenyaya semaitikiro adzinenge dzaita. Hatiwedzere kana kutapudza. Tinokutendai mhuri yeZimbabwe nesupport yamuri kutipa. Thank you so much.